my fellow friends and followers. This is Head on a Spike here with another massive collection video today for you. This, my friends, is the secondary promise I promised you, which was that I would be showing you my entire everything else minifigure collection. As you may recall, I have done this a few weeks ago, actually on Halloween, and now it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. On Halloween, I did every single Star Wars minifigure I own in one ginormous collection video, and now I will be doing the same with everything else that is in my collection other than Star Wars, which means Marvel, DC, Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean, Disney, Indiana Jones, you name it, it's gonna be here. So, sit back, relax, and let's go through this. As always, I have to stand on my bed to actually show you everything here. So, let's start from the tippity top. So there are 6 rows of just Marvel here, and it's pretty wild how many I have. So I'm gonna try to do like 2 rows at a time, I think. So I decided to do Spider-Man this time first, because he's like, you know, the very first licensed Marvel character that Lego did. So I have all my Spider-Mans. I'm also, I guess, at the same time showing you Iron Man, which is fine. Oh man, it's so hard to walk. I'm sorry if I get shadowed in here, but I will do my very best to show you everything. So, I got some new ones there, like the Scarlet Spider, Spider-Man 2099. Didn't have those 2 years ago. I do this every 2 years. I have every single Iron Man ever made, pretty much, except for like the dumb ones, like Mighty Micros and the symbiote suits. I don't have those. Then I have all the other teammates of Spider-Man and his relatives, like Aunt May and MJ, both the Kirsten Dunst ones and the you know, newer ones, and Zendaya. I have Black Cat there because, you know, she's kind of a girlfriend of his. It's always hardest to show you guys the first row because I have to stretch my arm out literally all the way. Okay, that's the end of that row. Okay, that's a little bit better. So that's the first 2. Now we're getting on to these Captain Marvels and Doctor Stranges. Okay. I hope I don't drop my phone, that'd be really bad. Oh man, it took me all day and a lot of last night. I was up till 4 in the morning last night setting this up for you guys. It's a labor of love, but it is you know, certainly worth it. There is the 1 out of 125 Iron Mans and Captain America right next to him. I have all the characters here. I did them kind of like in a certain order, so I have like all the Spider-Mans and Iron Mans, then Rescue / War Machine, and then all the other powered suits, and then I have the Captain Americas. This will be a pretty long video probably, especially if I like try to go through, like if I like hold up anything specific. So we can start all the way back here. This is the original Green Goblin in Norman Osborn from 2003. Above them I have the holiday figures because I figured that was a nice place to put them all. I decided to put the Watcher there and Kevin Feige because I didn't really know where else to put them. All these Doc Ocks. Yup. Moon Knight. I love the Moon Knight minifigure. He's such a nice one. It's a great new addition to have in the collection. Really glad they finally made him, and Lizard for that matter, because we haven't had a Lizard since ever, so it's very cool to have one now. Man, I love all the colors of these. Now what I did here, I kind of bled into the X-Men, see that? That was my idea. So I have like Scarlet Witch with Quicksilver and Firestar, Storms, and then the San Diego Comic-Con Jean Grey, which I love very, very much. It's a great minifigure. I wish she wasn't so hard for other people to get. And then I have all the other X-Men here. I had to put Deadpool next to Wolverine because, you know, they're buddies now. And I I love having Gambit now from the X-Mansion. Such a beautiful set and great figures we finally have gotten now. And I put Magneto right there because he's kind of a good guy, but he's kind of a bad guy. So that's why I kind of decided to start the next row with all the Marvel villains, starting with Magneto. But before we go there, I guess I'll start on this end. Well, I guess I did that already, didn't I? Oh, sorry, this is very tricky. So, yeah, so starting with Jean Grey again. Let's just go this way, that sounds easier. We have villains. And then after the Marvel villains, as you can kind of see a peek of already, enter the DC villains. Right after this, that helmet is custom for Loki. I have the usual rubber ones, but I just love that metallic gold one, looks so cool. I just got the Ragnarok Loki recently. It's just a nice figure. I got it for a pretty good deal too. I went for like 15 bucks. He usually goes in for like about 30 or even 75 on Bricklink. Alright, now we're on to DC figures. It will be Harry Potter. So that's my other San Diego Comic-Con figure, the Supergirl. I really like that one. That one came out in the DC fandom instead of the actual Comic-Con because it was canceled that year because of COVID. A little bit of history for you. Hawk Girl, Flash, Green Lantern, all these guys. Firestorm was a pretty nice new addition that I got. He's a pretty expensive figure, about 40 bucks. All these other Batmans and stuff. Alfreds. I really love the all these Batman figures. I say I have all of the movie figures here from The Dark Knight, because that's like my favorite iteration of Batman ever. So I have all those figures together there, the Heath Ledger and the Tom Hardy Bane and all that. And then I have all the original Batman figures. I don't have every single one ever, but I do have every single villain ever, which I'm very, very proud of. Someday I might try to get some more like the original Nightwing and the original Alfred. But until then, I'm pretty happy with having all the villains. And above them I have the other version, like the 2012 version, also because I just save space that way. But below them are these are the originals. Like there's the original Mr. Freeze, Two-Face, Killer Croc. Bane is the #1 hardest one to get. It's very expensive. A very cool figure. Very, very nice to have that one in my collection. Riddler, yeah, then I just have the other Riddlers. One more go around to see these originals again, because I might not have them all together next time I do this in 2 years. Who knows? I might though, we'll see. And that head for the Scarecrow does glow in the dark, which is pretty cool. I have some other DC villains here, mostly Batman. And then it ends with, here's that amazing Harley Quinn that everyone loves. She's about a $300 figure, probably more. Really like that one a lot, the Margot Robbie one. Reverse Flash is also quite expensive. Ends with Zod. Okay, alright, now start with Mr. Harry Potter. Okay, so what I did at this time was I decided to have the top row being like the original figures, and then the bottom row are the newer ones from like 2017 and on. That was how I decided to do it this time. Lots of cool stuff. My brother used to collect these Harry Potter figures back when he was a kid, like in 2001. I would get the Star Wars and he would get the Harry Potter. So it's really nice that I still have these to show you guys after all this time. It's really nice to share them all this time with you guys. I was really surprised of how many Harry Potter figures I have now. There's always seeming to be new ones every year that I would love to just grab. Like even next year there's like a few other ones I want to get. Like I'd love to get a Creature, I'd love to get Bill and Charlie Weasley, finish off the whole family of Weasleys, stuff like that. I guess, you know, what's surprising to me is I actually have 2 entire rows of Harry Potter, and I only have 1 row of DC superheroes. I would have thought that I had more DC than Harry Potter, but I don't. And it's just Percival Graves. Moving on to Disney. Here we are. Had to start with Walt Disney, the man, the myth, the legend. Had to start with that. And then we got, well, it was really fun doing the Disney this time because, first of all, I never have had this many before. I have to thank Melanie, my girlfriend, for supplying me with a lot of these figures today because I don't have them. And she has a lot of these herself in her own collection that she helped me find in the blind bags and buying them and trading for them and all that stuff. So thank you, Melanie, for your contribution, helping me have all these Disney figures here today. I guess it is just mainly one row of Disney. But yeah, I have like a whole, the way I did it, as you can see, was I combined like the CMF Season 1, Series 1, Series 2, and also some of the Disney sets. Like there's like the new one with Geppetto. And other Disney 100 sets. I just kind of put them all together because I thought, like, you know, some characters belong better than others. So like here's mostly the Series 3, but also we throw in a few other surprises to keep you guys guessing. I had to put Lilo with Stitch, had to do that. All the Incredibles, and Frozen, Toy Story figures. I really love this original Zurg. That's such a cool figure. I've always liked that one a lot. Yeah. We end with Bambi, Dumbo, and Simba. Okay. And now things get a little bit weird because we don't really have full rows anymore. We just kind of have like islands, which I guess is appropriate for Captain Jack Sparrow because, you know, he's our ship. So, got some of these guys. I don't have like all of them ever, but I have a pretty good amount of Pirates of the Caribbean figures. I have the best ones, I think. Like Davy Jones, and the newest one I just got was Angelica on the end there. She's a nice one, really nice figure. I'll even give you a little look-see. Here she is. Very nice figure. She didn't come with the feather, which is a bummer, but I do have a feather with his Radagast, so I can always switch between the two figures. She was still like an $80 figure. I got it for much cheaper than that, even though she doesn't have the feather. So if you have one with the feather, keep it, because they're hard to find. I got some Indiana Jones figures here. Another island, because it doesn't really have like a full row, so. I love this Mola Ram. Such a gorgeous figure. Always loved that one. That was probably my favorite Indiana Jones figure. And we're going on to the Lord of the Rings. Here we are. Yep. These are all the original Lord of the Rings figures. I don't really have many of the new ones except for that Bilbo. And you'll see the Sauron I have now. Gothmog, those are the only new ones. There's Radagast, so you can see he has the feather. So, that's good. Emir Theoden. Some orcs. Yep. We ended with a Nazgul. I was like, well, we don't have a Witch King, so that's the next best thing. I have some of the polybags here too, but I'll get into that soon, but not quite yet. Now we're on to almost the last row here. We got some Lego movie characters. Yep. And these lead into, this is when things just get super random. But they're all here anyway, they're all happy. Here's all the Wizard of Oz figures. And then we get some random SpongeBob figures. And the Beatles, as like I said, it's very random at this point. Powerpuff Girls, also courtesy of Melanie. Some other Dimensions characters. Rock Raiders. And then some random knights. Like the Kingdom sets from like 2009. Then we get onto the CMFs that I have, the CMF figures. I have a few, not like a ton, but I have a fairly good amount. I love this girl with the Unikitty shirt and having Unikitty right there. I think that was fun, placing her there. Yeah, a whole bunch of crazy stuff. It's the Orion figure I really love. That was the torso we used for the Silver Surfer. If you watch my customs on my channel, that was how I made Silver Surfer. I love all these like old-fashioned minifigures from like the Renaissance. I think they're really cool. They're definitely my favorite. Starting with like the wizard and the elf warriors and the bard and the thespian and Shakespeare. I love all those. And this is just like everything else I have that doesn't really fit anywhere, that I just threw together. Not that interesting. Most of these I have to throw in Santa Claus. Now these are pretty cool. I will show these off. These are pretty awesome. Here is Akchu. He's from the Adventures line. Beautiful figure. He's really just like a work of art. I've always loved this figure ever since it came out in like 2003. They had so few colors back then, but they really did this one justice. And this cape, gosh, this cape is just magnificent. It's almost like a prototype Batman cape. You know how it has these triangles. I love this print. Oh, it's such a cool figure. He's easily like a $40, $50, even $60 figure sometimes. And next to him is another really weird one that I got recently that I showed off, I think, once, but I want to showcase him again. This Nesquik rabbit. Very rare, very unusual. It's kind of a funny figure. Who doesn't love chocolate milk, right? He's about it can be $100 figure. So if you have this one, definitely keep it safe, because a lot of people don't anymore. They get damaged. He's got rubber ears, or like a plastic. This is all plastic actually. They didn't have rubber made yet. They probably would have done that if they did this back in 2001 when he first was released, but they didn't. Put him right there next to Steven Spielberg, director minifigure. This is a cool one too. This is a special one that we got from Herndon, Virginia. The Bricks and Minifigs. They had like their own custom print on the torso, so it's kind of cool. I don't think any other Bricks and Minifigs that I've been to have their own like minifigure torso, so that was kind of fun. And here's a Lego employee. I just thought he was fun. I found this in New York actually. I'm not sure other stores have that, but I thought that was a cool one. Now we're on to the very, very, very last row here. These are all very special figures that are only in books or DVDs. Starting with some Marvel, because I was kind of like the order that I put this whole setup in. Marvel, then DC, and then Harry Potter after that. There's a lot of DC that I'll get first. There's the Harry Potter. Yep. I really love that Rita Skeeter figure. I love that bright green. It's a gorgeous color. I'll try to showcase that too. She's not that expensive, even though she's only in that one book. But I just really like this one. I think she turned out really nicely. And it's kind of surprising that they never even made her until so recently, like last year or something. So that's kind of cool. We have Percy Weasley there. And there's the Bilbo Blue Coat Baggins from 2015. Very rare figure, very expensive. He's only from the, I think the Desolation of Smog DVD from a Target exclusive. Beautiful torso print, very nice. I've showcased him a few times in my other videos, but he never gets old to look at, and he only keeps going up in value. So if you have one, be sure to keep him under lock and key, because he's easily probably minimum like $200 now, probably more. Very nice figure. These are all from books. Yeah, and that last guy is from a special polybag from England. This BR minifigure, pretty unique, pretty interesting. Like there's like a BR Toys toy shop in the UK. I believe that's where he's from. And then we have some Bricktober packs here for Harry Potter and for Marvel. And then last but not least, we have the polybags. And I went in order of the year they came out, so coinciding. So on the left we have DC, and on the right we have Marvel. So 2012 for both of those, Lex Luthor and Hulk. 2013 for Jor-El and Iron Patriot. All these are sealed in the bag. None of them are opened. They're all perfectly mint and sealed. And I'm very, very happy to have them that way. Thankful for that on Thanksgiving. among other things. But yeah, they will always remain sealed. They will only be opened with my dead body. They will always be still in my collection. 2014s. These are the 2015 for Marvel and 2016 for DC. And then 2017 is the last Marvel polybag, the Giant Man. And then we have DC continues the 2017, 2017, 2017, 2018, 2018, and 2019 with Shazam. And then we have some Pirates of the Caribbean ones. This is a really special one. He only came out 2011 in like a Donald Duck comic book. Super weird, super strange. It was like a Donald Duck comic book in France or something super bizarre. And he's actually not even that special, but all this combination of pieces is what makes it unique, and that it's in a sealed poly bag, so it can still be pretty expensive. Pretty unusual one, that one. We got the Voodoo Jack Sparrow, which has always been a strange one. This is a cool figure. This 100 Lego stores opening in North America. That's a nice little, almost looks like a San Diego Comic-Con figure. It's the same type of packaging as that. Alright, and Lego Employee Polybag, Scooby-Doo, Edna. These two are from the UK as well, Leicester Square and the Hamleys Toy Soldier. If you want a more in-depth video on any of these polybags, I have that on my channel as well. I'm only just kind of grazing over these now because, you know, it's a long video already, over 20 minutes, so trying to be conscious of the time. So yeah, and then we got some Lord of the Rings and Hobbit to go with the Lord of the Rings figures up there. Okay, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Man, it'd take me a long time to set this up. Please like and subscribe this video and to my channel, and keep an eye out for more videos. There'll be some more collections coming your way soon, and some more customs coming up soon as well. Alright, happy Thanksgiving everybody, and as always, head on a spike out.